Nightbot, keyword, arena done, emerald word of the day, exclamation point, arena. There we go. Live on, save, close, live chat. Whoops, edit. Gaming, Hero Wars. Live streams. No. Okay. Let's share it. Okay. Copy message link. We're live. Good enough. Good enough. What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. A little zoomed out today, but we'll be all right. I think I think we'll manage. Would you be interested in owning a franchise? No. No, thank you. Today's video, we're going to talk about Monday things. It's just Monday things, you know? Just Monday things. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Closing windows that I don't mean to close, opening them up. There we go. Okay, Emerald word of the day. Emerald word of the day is exclamation point arena. Exclamation point arena is what you got to type into the chat. It is a participation competition. Not a competition. It's a sweepstakes. Legally, it's a sweepstakes. There's no consideration involved aside from just watching and typing in two things into the comments. It is easy to play, but hard to win because it's all based on luck. It's all based on luck. We're off to a little bit of a slow start today, but that's okay. In today's video, today's live stream, excuse me, we're going to be spending a little bit of time talking about pros and cons of Live Arena. And I'm going to give a huge shout out to Blaze for messaging me this morning, prompting me to want to have this discussion. But we'll get to that a little bit later on. The first thing that I want to do is I want to talk about the news of the day. Let's get the chat in here. Let's get the chat going. There we go. There we go. So we have a fun little video of zodiac signs or guardians continuing to leverage the power of AI. A lot of you don't know this, but GDEV is really, really working on AI stuff. They're really, really going to be pushing for AI stuff. Can't remember what it was. Can't remember what it was exactly. Oh, I didn't realize this was here. Well, that's something we're going to have to talk about today as well. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. You know what? I can't do this. I got to zoom this in. I got to fix this. I got to fix this. I got to fix this. I got to fix it. There we go. We're a little off center, but that's okay. We can fix it though. We can fix this real quick. Meow. Meow. There we go. And then make it a little bigger. Sure. Whatever. Yeah. Martha and the ghost of the video. It's kind of fun. You know, there's Aquarius, Cascade, Artemis. Anyway, there was a post yesterday about what your favorite skin is. Okay. What your favorite skin is pretty good. It's fun. Nice little recap of Lars and Krista's upgrade. And then back on the 17th, there's another community-focused post. A lot of nothing news really happening right now, right? My body is a machine that turns this into this. That's funny. That's funny. Of course, we know that the next Super Titan's got to be the next Summoner Titan's got to be a Fire Titan, and we know it's a Summoner. We know it's a Summoner because of the writing on the artifacts themselves. Let's see. Let's okay with that. Okay. Celeste is probably Gemini. Kayla and Aiden are not twins. They're not twins. I don't even think they're siblings. They might be cousins. Yeah. Here we go. This guy was data mined over the weekend or sometime. I don't really know when. Where's our good news? Yeah, I don't know if this is for sure a new hero. For those of you that watched the Verdok and the Twins live stream, the official one, there was a goose. There was a goose on the video, and it's just kind of a weird thing. It's just kind of a weird thing that there's the golden goose. It was like a white goose, I think. Dwarf with a goose. Alliance is bigger. My life. Alliance is bigger. So I don't know if this is a new hero or if this is a new vendor. There was a lot of people talking about stuff over the weekend. I was too busy. I had a very, very busy weekend. It's the weekend before the end of school. Boys are in. The goose is the new hero. That's just his personal servant. I like that energy, Griff. I like that energy. The goose is the new hero. Yeah, if you go back and you watch the live stream, there's a goose on screen for a while. I thought it was really weird that they talked about the goose. That Sam talked about the goose. It's like, oh, what is that goose doing here? I don't know. Why is that goose here? I should probably get rid of that goose. Get away, goose. And he made a whole big deal about the dang goose on his screen. And I figured it had something to do with an upcoming something, but that's what we got. As far as I know, there isn't any other information about this aside from just speculation. I don't know that anybody has anything like firm. But this is listed as a hero. The art file is listed as a hero. And we got some kind of new item here. This is probably the event chest or an event currency or something. Canada Goose. Talk to me, Goose. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, that's what we got. He fires Goose Poo at your enemies, does no damage, but the shame is permanent. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we're in the middle of Secrets of the Dungeon. And then we have what I believe to be the most interesting piece of news, at least the most interesting event, the Talisman Sale. I'm really curious tomorrow night. Is it tomorrow night? 19, 20, 21. I think it's the day after tomorrow. The Talisman sale going live. I'm interested to see what the Talisman sale is made up of. And then we have this upgrade them all event. Upgrade them all. And then we have the Wendy's gifts thing. You guys remember the website that you used to go to get the free energy every day? Oh, I don't think it's pets, Scott K. The art file is named pattern_hero69.png. So I'm pretty sure it's a hero, Scott. I'm fairly certain it's a hero. But just based on the name of the art file, that's kind of all we got, though. I think that's all we got. Yeah. Then we got Tournament of Power, and then the dual rune event, glyph event, whatever. Mythical skins, of course we know what those look like. When Worlds Collide, Tournament of Power, Tournament Titan Power, and then Treasure of the Valkyries. Eve, it's called Balance. That's why they balance things. They balance things. Balance. Yeah. As soon as we have more information about the hero, we'll definitely share it. Verdoc is just running an absolute muck right now. Trying to find a picture of the seal. I can't find it. Can't find a picture of the seal. I think somebody maybe sent me the picture of the seal. No. Anyway, yeah, I guess I could just load up the app. The other Titans are going to be summoners, though. I believe. Yeah. So, exclamation point arena is the Emerald word of the day. Let's choose some winners. Not even going to try to say your name. Let me know that you're here. You got 2 minutes to let me know that you're here. Let's see, we finished with May. No, we finished with April, rather. Whoops. We are on live chats. There we go. Okay. Looks like a seal. Perfect. You're here. Excellent. 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 Okay. 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 We'll come back to that a little bit later. Let's talk about the arena. So, Blaze, I don't know if you're watching. Blaze reached out to me this morning, and simple question: what are your thoughts on the League arena? Do you think it should replace the current arena? So, what I think the main problem comes down to with the arena, and we see this on Facebook. I'm sorry, we see this on mobile, on the mobile version of the game, because they already had their arena league rollout. The main problem that I think that it boils down to is not being able to sneak in a rank 1 on an off hour when the whales on your server are not trying to get top 10, top 5, top 3, right? If you get first place in arena, whenever the reward time happens, which is 8 p.m., whatever you have for your system at the time, you can, of course, change it to make it think that it's a different time of the day if you really wanted to. You get 650 emeralds currently, or you get a applicable Grand Arena prize, which is a number of Grand Arena coins per hour, in addition to the ranking. All right, whichever is higher. You get whichever is higher. All right. Whichever is higher. So there's two main points of discussion here. First of all is the discussion about competition. The discussion about competing at a high level. Okay. And the first point that was made by Blaze is, I believe Arena is a place where anyone can prove themselves, even free to play. The League Arena is basically whoever spins and cheats the most is winning. So let's dissect that a second. The Arena, as it currently sits, you can buy more fights for emeralds. Not infinite, but I don't think that League Arena will have an infinite amount of fights that you can purchase either. You can buy additional fights in the Arena. So saying that you can buy fights in the Arena League and then not respecting the fact that the Arena, Classic Arena, we'll call it Classic Arena, you can buy fights. I feel like that's a disingenuous argument. You can buy, you can pay to win, you can keep fighting all day long, up to a point, I guess, as long as you have emeralds. So the argument that people will buy more attacks is completely thrown out the window because you can buy more attacks in the current Classic Arena. All right. The testing your effectiveness versus the competition, I can definitely see that point, right? How good you are, especially against whales. What I find is that Arena is a low value thing for whale players because the amount of emeralds that you get, even though it is 650 per day, if you get first place, not log, here we go, is low for how much you're spending in a month, how much a whale spends in a month. And I'm going to get to the whole argument of emeralds of it all in just a second, because that's a separate kind of thing. So what we actually have in a lot of servers, our server is definitely guilty of this. What we have in a lot of servers is a couple of guilds that dominate the top end. Okay, once you get into like the top 10, let's work our way down real quick to see if we can. Once you get into like the top 10, it's all our guild, right? There's a handful of other guilds that have 2 to 3 players that will dip their toe into that top end. But generally speaking, the top of the arena in our server is dominated by just us, just us, right? And that's the case in a lot of servers, You just can't really get into the top 10. Let's do no pet here, and we'll change this to Kane. You can't really get into the top 10 unless you have a... did I lose that? I did lose that. You can't get into the top 10 unless you have a reward time that's not a common one, right? That's not a common one. Like you can sneak in at 1 a.m. to get your reward, okay? And that's not an argument about competition. That's an argument about sneaking in while the whales are sleeping, right? That's not the same thing as being competitive at a high level. Like you're not actually competitive against the whales. You're not. You just like to think that you are because you can sneak in and get some emeralds every day. So I think the main problem with Arena League has nothing to do with the competition, nothing to do with the pay to win aspect of it. Personally, I don't think so. I think the main problem that everybody has with the Arena League is the rewards. Not being able to sneak in at 1 a.m. and get your 650 emeralds or whatever, right? Whales get more than 5 attacks? Yeah. You can buy as many attacks as you want, pretty much. 5 times 14 or whatever it is, 70 some odd attacks, right? 68 attacks or 71 attacks, I think, something like that. Yeah. The real problem is the emerald thing. So to that I say, you're too close to the problem. You're too close to the problem with the emeralds. Without a doubt, we have had more ×4 and ×5 emerald sales the past 12 months than ever before. ×5 emerald sale, Hero Wars Wiki. Here we go. If you take a look at the Hero Wars Wiki over here on the on the right. In 2023, we had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 7. We had 7 times 5 emerald sales in 2023. We had basically double that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We had almost double that times 5 emerald sales in 2024. Of course, we are, let's see, times 4 emerald sale Hero Wars wiki. Here we go. 2023, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So about 10% more in 2024. But what's changed since 2023 is we have more events that are active that can take advantage of emerald purchases. Guys, it used to be the case that they would never have an event. They would never have an event at the same time that you could take advantage of purchasing emeralds. This is a new experience. Sinus, no, it's not a times 5 because this is get VIP, not buy emeralds. There's an important distinction. Sinus says, is just today times 4 plus AOC quests, so times 5. The emerald sale is just one day only, and I see your point, Spooky Spikes, about it being only one sale, 1 day versus 3 days. That is true. If you look at the times 5, it's actually they're basically all 1 day sales. Times 5 sales are almost always 1 day sales. It used to not be the case, and I would argue that there's been a significant amount of resource deflation in the game. What does that mean? I think that the frequency of events has gone up dramatically in 2023. The overlapping of events did not used to happen this much. It did not used to happen as much as we see here. It used to be that there'd be like once a month or twice a month, there'd be some double dipping. There'd be, a handful of events that happened at the same time. Do you count Emerald Waterfalls as an event? I don't know. I kind of do, but maybe some people don't. But like, look at all of this overlap. Guardians of Outland and a hero event and the Great Storm and Ascension to Asgard overlapping there. We had Guardians of Outland, a Portal Anomaly, and the Great Storm. Not quite lining up there with the hero event. So the hero resources have gotten cheaper or more easily accessible because there's more frequent events, and that might just be a bias, might just be in my head. I don't really have any math or any statistics on how many hero events there are per year, per week, per month, etc. I don't know that. It just seems like that there's a lot more emerald sales that are on top of events that you can take advantage of buying emeralds. And you can't forget about the piggy bank. The piggy bank. And then like the event frequency, you guys don't know. Like players that have been playing in the last 6 months of the last year, Guardians of Outland was like twice a year. Legacy of the Great Ones was like twice a year. Like that was it. Like we didn't get a Legacy of the Great Ones every month. We didn't get a Guardians of Outland every month. It just wasn't that way. It wasn't that way. Hero Wars Guide says that is definitely true. It used to be weekend only. The week would have been no event, or it would be some really bad Hero Soulstone event. Oh yeah, you guys remember the generic Hero Soulstone events? Oh my gosh, can you guys remember that? And then you take a look at the totem fragments. Let's see, Hero Wars totem bad luck protection. Here we go. The totem fragments, you could look at the totem fragments and you can kind of gauge the value of a totem fragment, a random totem fragment between 2 to 300,000 emeralds, right? 2 to 300,000 emeralds for a random totem fragment. And now you can straight up buy a totem for 150,000 emeralds. You can pick a totem. You can buy and pick a totem for 150,000 emeralds. The seasons that we have, every third month we're having a totem season for $45. $45 gets you, during a times 4 emerald sale, $45 gets you about 60,000 emeralds. We'll call it 50,000 emeralds if you're a lower VIP. I'm VIP lower, right? So the value, like the cost of items, has gone down dramatically because there's so much more of them in the ecosystem, in the economy, and it's a fake economy. Supply and demand doesn't actually exist in Hero Wars. It's just an artificial economy built by the game developers and tuned over time, right? So my point is the need to grind up the daily emeralds is a lot lower now from arena rewards. It's a lot lower now. The need to get those arena reward emeralds is a lot lower than it used to be, like a year ago, like 2 years ago. You know, it's just a different game. It's just a completely different game. So I empathize. I empathize with players that are going to lose out on the 650 free emeralds a day, or the 400 or the 300 free emeralds per day because you cracked the top 10 in arena, and you're good enough to crack the top 10, you know, every day, so you can make an extra 9 to 10,000 emeralds a month. Like I totally empathize that 9 to 10,000 emeralds a month is a huge deal for the free-to-play player, for the budget player, for the pay-to-play, not the pay-to-win, not the whale player. I totally get that. But the long-term health of the game will be better. It will be better when you don't have to bang your head against my guild. If you come to Facebook server 25, you will be competing with Digital Dominance for the top 10, and they will kick you out all day long. They will kick you out of the top 10 because that's just how my guild is. That's just how my guild is. I'm gonna brutalize Yatsov here for using a dumb team, though. Sorry, Yatsov. I'm coming for you. Corvus. Let's go with Martha, Isaac, Lyria, and Sebastian. Team Pet. Axel will go Albus, Fenris, Axel, Oliver. Yeah, send it. Yeah. So the reward time is going away, right? Instead of you getting daily rewards, you get rewards for completing a league advancement, getting to a higher tier league. At the end of the season, you get a set of rewards. Right? All that's nice. All that's well and good. You're never going to get the same amount of emeralds then as you are now. And we know that because that's how Hero Wars Alliance is set up. Bidor says there's a word for guilds like that. You mean like good? If you don't like it, pay better. Play better. Whatever. Yeah. So again, you know, in conclusion, there's really only two arguments here. The competition argument, which this will give you better competition. This is going to be better competition because you're going to be facing against more than just the guild that's turtling the top 10 players or top 10 spaces. You're going to have a lot more competition to fight through, to play with, in a given day, in a given week. If you really, really like Arena, single player, you only, player versus player, high end, this is a revolutionary activity. Okay. And there are a lot of people that really want high end player versus player solo, not guild based, solo. All right. Everybody talks about how bad Area of Conquest is. Everybody always talks about how bad Clash of Worlds is at the top. It's just, you know, a draw fest, or you know, nobody wins. It's just, it's dumb rules. It's dumb scoring and all that. But you got to rely on the rest of your guild to pull it off. Let's punish this guy too. For the long-term health of the game, I think the Arena League is good. And again, I empathize with free-to-play and budget players that are going to lose those emeralds every day. We don't know what's going to happen with Grand Arena as far as the rewards. Maybe you can still earn a good amount of emeralds in the Grand Arena. Right. All right. Let's go and let's read some of the comments here. On the one hand, it allows new players who want to spend money catch up with early adopters, but it also discounts investment whales have made. Yeah. Suddenly 40 abilities that know how to use and let's see. You're correct. More events designed and more overlapping than 3 or 5 years ago. I heard TOP used to be this frequent. TOP. I'm not sure what TOP is. Ran all of my banana hoard out in January because thought was annual. Then, oh, yeah. Wouldn't the mysterious island moves count as additional? Yeah, Florent, and that is true. That is true. That is true. But still, the point is it's 150,000 emeralds for a totem that you can pick instead of 300,000 emeralds for a random totem, right? Like most events, it was a pay to win. Okay, there are also exclusive stores. Yep, all the stores. A lot more free emeralds. That's true. There are a lot more free emeralds in the game. Season rewards, the mysterious island rewards. Occasionally, we get a 10 or 20,000 emerald tower location. That is true. Thanks, Brian. Piggy bank, 30k emeralds if you spend. All right. Kindle says, I have a question about the totem and summoning sphere. If I have totem spheres that let me choose, should I save them until I get the totem spirit from the summons or use them now? So Kindle, it's always good to have a sphere in your inventory. If you spend money, if you spend emeralds opening Titan artifact spheres, then you want to save a sphere in your inventory. If you don't spend emeralds opening big money blue balls at the altar of the elements, then it's not something you need to really worry about. All right. We tend to play against 5,000 whales. That's like going to war. Tom A, but yeah, that's true. If you're buying a totem specifically every time it's available, I'd call that a distinct advantage from 2 draws and being at the will. Yeah, true. Tournament power? Okay. If they nerf Grand Arena 2, it's just make one less task I need to do every day. Yeah, a lot of people. Oh, Jason's out. Jason got knocked out. Can I get another dodge team? I guess we can fight Dark Matter here. We don't need. Let's swap this for Chorus. Let's do IDH here. I feel like I rely on IDH way too much. Biscuits, Marlin, go. Tom A, yes, it does reset. It does reset bad luck protection. Lara Croft OP, man. Lara Croft OP. Oh, there we go. We'll fight this team. We'll fight D-Gas here in a little bit. What's your name? What's your name? How about Tato? Mobile player, if you're here. Could you please explain why you should keep a totem fragment in inventory? Mart, I've done it a couple of times, but basically bad luck protection is a it's a thing. Spending emeralds at the I guess we can talk about it real quick. Well, let me fight. Oh no, I lost the. See, I left. And I really wanted to fight that. I really wanted to fight that player. Man. There you are. There you are. Okay. Let me fight this player and then we'll talk about it. Isaac, and we'll use Dorian this time. Whatever. Pets. Axel. Okay, go. Mobile player. Gotcha. I got you, Tato. Tato. See ya. Ooh. Well, we're going for Hell Sapien now. See, this guild right here, the unit, is one of the 2 to 3 guilds that will always hover around the top 10, top 15, and keep players out. It's always going to be that group. We'll come back to this. We can get a little bit higher. Okay, so keeping a totem fragment in your inventory. Okay, keeping a random one or a golden one in your inventory and why you should do it. Well, you got to ask yourself, first question is do I spend emeralds on the altar of the elements? Up here in Titan Valley, the altar of the elements is where you can get a totem fragment at random. Okay, if you open these, right? This is free. This is free. You've earned the Titan artifact spheres, big money blue balls, I like to call them, or you can spend emeralds. Okay, so there exists a function in this game called bad luck protection. Spending emeralds will guarantee you a totem fragment based on the total number of fragments that you have. Okay, so what does that mean? I have 3, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13. I have 19 fragments. I have 19 fragments. So to get my 20th fragment, I need to spend 5.4 million emeralds minus 5.1 so 300,000 emeralds. I need to spend 300,000 emeralds. Okay, I need to spend 300,000 emeralds to guarantee my 20th random totem. My 20th random totem. I have to spend 300,000 emeralds here. Okay, not anywhere, here. Okay, 4,500, 300,000 emeralds worth, right? You have to spend that, and that guarantees a totem fragment. Okay, not advisable. It's expensive. It's not advisable. Okay, alternatively, you can get one for free with like a 0.01% chance out of this thing right here. Okay, you can get one out of this. Now, the important thing is it's not a sphere that you can open. It's not this item right here. Okay, it's not this lesser absolute spirit summoning sphere or the golden one. It is not. Okay, it randomly gives you one, just boom, like that. Okay, so now, for those of you keeping track at home, I now have, let's say I open this and bam, I get a totem fragment. Wouldn't it be wild if I got a totem fragment right here? Whew, that'd be wild. Let's say that I'm opening these spheres and I get a totem fragment out of the free spheres, out of the free ones. I'm not spending emeralds, okay? So now all of a sudden, I have 20 fragments, right? Everybody following? I have 20. But I didn't spend the emeralds to get to 20. I did not spend the emeralds to get to 20. So now I'm still here. As far as emeralds spent, right? 5.1 million emeralds. But now, in order to get my 21st totem fragment, I got to spend 5.7 million emeralds. Okay, I got to spend 5.7 million emeralds instead of 5.4 because I got one for free without spending emeralds. No, Sewer Totem is a sphere that you open by Tor. Sewer Totem is an item that you have to open. So that doesn't count. It's just this. So what you do is if you get one for free out of the Titan artifact spheres, you can open one of these that you have in your inventory. It's random, but it resets your bad luck protection. So you got 20, right? You're at 20, but you still need to earn 5.7 million emeralds, or you still have to spend 5.7 million emeralds, even though the game thinks that you've only spent 5.1 million emeralds. You get a 21st totem from that item in your inventory, that sphere, that random totem fragment that you've been sitting on in your inventory for however long. I've been sitting on mine forever. That resets your bad luck protection. Okay, it's a very specific function that they added to the game to reset the bad luck protection. Anytime you get a totem sphere from the dungeon, from the nature season, from the Winterfest, asking for a present, from the new hero events, from the mysterious island where you can buy one for 150, where you actually open the totem out of a sphere, that will reset the bad luck protection base to the next tier. So that makes the game think that I've spent 5.73 million emeralds on this altar, even though I haven't. Totems don't exist on mobile. No totems on mobile. So even though I haven't spent that much emeralds on this altar, it resets the game to make the game think that I'm at that threshold. So then in order for me to get my 22nd, right? I went from 19 to 20 to 21. Now we're talking about getting my 22nd totem. To get to my 22nd totem, it's 6 point whatever minus 5.7. So it's back to that 300,000 emerald mark, right? Boom. Now, the counter argument. If I open this now, if I open this totem fragment now, my titans will be more powerful. They will be more powerful because I have a additional totem. But the chances of it being a totem that I want, the chances of it being a totem element that I want is easy math 1 in 5. Okay. It's worse than that actually, but better than that for me because I already have my earth and my light 6-star, right? I don't really need any specific totem fragment. I could use more water and darkness, but I probably would open this and get a fire totem. That's probably what would happen. So does that make sense how that reset works? It's just to save you some emeralds. But again, and the vast majority of us are not spending emeralds on this altar. Like, we're just not doing it. Most of us are not spending emeralds here. We're just not. You know what I mean? We're just not doing it. So if you're not one that actively spends emeralds here, then you don't even have anything to worry about because you're never going to be getting all of the totems anyway, right? It's just all part of it. If you're going to get all of your totems from nature seasons and hero events and all of that, yeah, you're going to get enough of the Titan artifact spheres that you're going to have no trouble 6-starring all of your Titan artifacts. You're going to have no trouble for it. No trouble whatsoever. And the Tournament of the Elements currency that you can use to buy the elemental tournament coins, you get so much of that you don't really need to spend. Okay. Yeah. Bytor, it brings it all the way up current. All the way up current. It refreshes it. It refreshes it back to a new high baseline. Yeah. Okay, let's try another name. Gujo Kusa. Gujo Kusa. Spaceball 1, the joke is that we only do math on Mondays, and it's never correct. I do bad math, but only on Monday. Yeah, Sir Turbo says totem spheres are so easy to get. Yeah, there's no reason to spend emeralds there anymore. It used to be the best place to spend emeralds, but it's not anymore. If I had multiple, like 5 totem spheres stored up, do I use a few now? I would open all but one. I would open all but one, Kindle. Mobile and web. Nice. Nice. Gujo Kusa mobile web. Yeah, I would open all of them but one. I reserve the right to do bad math. All right, let's see if Hero Wars is dying. What do you guys think? You want to see if Hero Wars is dead? If it's a dying game? Let's check it out. First quarter 2025. Ooh. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Are we all in frame? Okay. Quarter versus quarter 1 2024. 9% less. Platform commissions are 13% less. That's purchases made on Apple, Android, and Huawei. Operating cost went up by $1 million. Selling and marketing declined. Wow, they spent 33% less on advertising in the first quarter of 2025 than they did in the first quarter of 2024. Wow. Let's see. General and admin expenses are the same. Profit and loss. Well. 14 million profit Q4 or Q1 2025. 5 million loss Q1 2024. Interesting. And then adjusted EBITDA, we don't need to talk about all of that. Let's see. The company paid a one-time non-recurring special dividend of 3. Yep, that definitely changed things a little bit. There is some, not meaningful. So there is some weird math with accounting and stock changes. How about that? Now, all that's well and good. In the first quarter of 2025, our revenue declined. This decline was primarily driven by a $5 million reduction in revenue recognized from bookings made in prior periods. That's a lot of words. Amplified by a decrease in the portion of revenue recognized from current quarter bookings. Okay. Platform commissions decreased. Game operation costs remain stable. Selling and marketing expenses have gone down. General and admin expenses are the same. We recorded a profit for the period net of tax, $14 million, compared with a loss of $5 million in 2024. Seems like an increase year over year. Revenue goes down, but profit goes up. Yeah, because their overhead is less. They spent way less on advertising. That's clearly where it is. Interesting that less advertising. Well, that's just profit was probably stable-ish, and then yeah. So all of that's well and good, but this is what really matters right here. Okay, so this is the matters. Let's see. Monthly paying users is down by almost 100,000. Ooh, that is not good. 100,000 fewer paying players year over year. Technically 97,000 fewer paying players per month. Wow. That is a drop. That is a big drop. And then the average spend per month per paying player, the average bookings per paying user, $90 per month compared to $88 per month in 2024. Wow. So a lot more profit, considerably more profit. Considerable more profit. 19 million plus some financial voodoo. Almost 100,000 fewer monthly paying players. Bookings from in-app purchases, 76,000 compared to 100,000. Let's see. Booking from advertisers, share of advertising. That's all unnecessary. So here we see a continued increase. So the decline, 100% is happening on mobile. Like it's 2%. The player base decreased on mobile by 2%. The paying player base decreased by 2% on mobile. Yeah. Every quarter, web and PC, web and Facebook and the VK whatever is making up more and more of this game. More and more. 34%. Looks like Asia is losing out a little bit to where? Europe, I guess. Asia is losing out to Europe. 3% less in Asia, 2% more, and 1% in other. Yeah. Interesting. So all of this, by the way, I am not a financial analyst. I'm not a financial advisor, planner. I'm just reading the press release. Okay. I'm helping people understand the press release. Smarter people than me will look at this and be able to have a better picture of what this means. But I'll tell you this, guys, as long as they're making more than $1 million a month, if the game is making $1 million a month in profit, the game isn't going to go anywhere. Charlie, do you have this by country? Yeah, it only shows the top country. Right. You could probably go look at the slides. Eventually, so they will add a slide to this. They'll add a PowerPoint presentation to this post that breaks it down even further. Rate us if you want to know like all of the countries that make up Asia. Like you can go look at that. They'll add it in a week or two, or maybe a little bit longer. But yeah, as long as the game is pulling in profit, all of the overhead is paid, and the game is making a profit, like the game's not going to go anywhere. The game has got years and years and years left in it. 100,000 though, 97,000 fewer paying players per month. That is a dramatic drop. 26% either quit paying for the game, went free to play, or stopped playing altogether. Curious about Poland. Yeah. There you go. Hero Wars is not dying. Definitely struggling to keep people to spending money, though. This has got to be mobile players, though. Like, this has got to be all mobile players, or mostly mobile players. And by the way, these numbers are for GDEV, not for Hero Wars. So GDEV is GDEV is like 7 games. Hero Wars Alliance, Hero Wars Dominion Era, Island Hoppers, Pixel Gun PC, Royal Ark, Idle Zombie, and Game Gears doesn't have any games posted here. But the vast majority of those numbers are from Hero Wars Alliance and Hero Wars Dominion Era. Hero Wars is dying. Do you have data how many globally there is of paying players? Like the raw number? Yeah, it says right here. This is how many people are paying. There's 284,000 players are paying per month worldwide. Yeah. Woo. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Let's try another name. Rodrigue? Ooh, not sure how to pronounce that name. I'll take your word for it that I pronounced it right. Or, I don't know. I don't know what I just said. I gotta stop sitting like that. Oh, man. Jacked up my hip flexor. Pretty bad. Not happy about it. My left leg. All right, let's change our team here. Let's go with a Lyria Blender team. Lyria Blender. Aiden, Laura, Sebastian, Chorus. No. Albus, Oliver, Chorus. I don't know. Let's put yeah, let's do that. Sure. Let's see. We are rank 2 behind the pack. The pack is down here, right? So we want to chew up the bottom left. Yeah, we can go for this location right here. Let's go for that location. Well, actually, I can see that location, can't I? No, I can't. It's too far. Okay, Rodriguez here. Nice. Okay. Well, this should be an easy win. This should be an easy win for my blender, my Lyria Blender. Okay, I got you. Just let me know what version of the game. You're a web player? Okay. All right, so we'll hang out here for a minute. Let's go get deeper in the arena. Oh, yeah, I'd love to see it. Goodbye. Get out of here. Bjorn? It seems like everything is just really fast. Oh, look at that. Do you guys see what I see? This is the effect that Lyria has on this game now. Who is that in 4th position, guys? Who is that? Punk Rock Chica. Who is that? Daredevil on defense in 2025. Unbelievable. Rate is hardcore. Yeah, it's whatever. I can get in rank 1 anytime I want to. The emeralds aren't a thing for me. I'm going to fight this guy, though. I want to fight this guy. Is Daredevil the key? Is Daredevil the key to counter the new Lyria powerhouse? I guess I should have swapped off of Isaac. Like, Isaac is basically worthless here. I shouldn't have brought... I should have used any other hero aside from Isaac here. Yeah. I should have used any other hero aside from Isaac. That was a mistake. If I attacked into it with the right team, that might have been... oh my gosh. Like, what are you doing, rank 1 guy? What are you doing, Patrick? Like, good for Patrick. He's gotten rank 1 in the arena 30 times. Remy's good. She is completely off of her meds. We're still giving her the painkillers and the anxiety reduction medications at night so that she has an easier time sleeping. But yeah, she doesn't like that she's not sleeping in bed with me anymore. It is just how things are now. But she's good. Thanks for asking, everybody. Can I show you the converting of AOC coins and potions? I actually don't know what they are. Try to be first in the new Arena Alliance. I mean, I could get there. I'll get there. It's just, being rank 1 doesn't matter. It's being in the top 300 is what matters. I'm coming for you. I can't remember if I put Fenris or Oliver on her. Oliver's fine because Oliver boosts her her spirit attacking ability. Got him. All right, let's go ahead and use a potion to get the full health. And we'll move into position here. Actually, what do we got? What is the Blood King? I wonder if the Blood King is worth attacking. Yeah, while we're here, let's go take a look at the... what server? Server 25. We are facing a server 1, a server 29, and a server 37 guild. Not a fun group. Not a fun group. Okay, so we've got... this should be... This should be Qingmao Blender, no problem. Qingmao Blender, no problem. Let's see, Kane, War Flags, Sebastian... and Lara Croft. Let's see. Kane, Albus, Mara, Chorus. Go. This should be a pretty straightforward win with Qingmao. Knocking Heidi out of the... knocking Heidi out of camouflage is nice. Unfortunately, I'm not getting to... there's a big stun. I'm not getting to Amira nearly as fast as I like to, but she just casted her ult, so now it's just a matter of, can I kill her before I blow up? No. The answer is no. The answer is no, I cannot. Okay. Well, that's fine. And then the Spring of Elements. I could just clean that up, or I could hit one of these guys. So Let's see. So this is going to be Aurora, Ninja Turtles, Celeste, Aiden, and we'll use Lyria. Let's see, Oliver, Chorus. Boom. No problem, Griff. No problem. Get those ults rolling. Dodge, 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 dodge. Dodge, 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 dodge. As long as Kark doesn't kill all of us right here. Yeah. Just win, Griff. Just win, Griff. That's how you win. Use a winning strategy. Oh, you're right. Morgamar, I used Sebastian. That was incorrect. Morgamar, you're 100% correct. I should not have used Sebastian there. I should have used somebody else. I definitely should have used somebody else. That was absolutely a mistake. Rank 9. I got bumped down. Okay, somebody's in there. Okay, so Yatsov got in there. So I'm gonna go mess this guy up right here. Oh, look at that. This is the new meta team, guys. This is the new meta team. Blood King is using the new meta. Lyria, Ishmael, Sebastian Fafnir, guys. The new meta team. It's adorable. $52. Oh, man. Got some players coming in, trying to take back the spot. Oh, Blood King is running from me. You're running from me, Blood King. You can't get away. Lots of stuff happening right now. What just happened here? I used the speed up, didn't I? I did. So I can't chase this guy down, but I want to fight this guy. I do want to fight this guy. Or maybe I go take this. Maybe I go take this. We gotta knock down the pack. The pack is a server 29. Ah, okay. I really like that. What is that? Kayla's avatar frame? Yeah. We got number 32 back. Okay, nice. I don't even know where number 32 is. Oh, there we go. Mithrandir, we got it. Chat demands a Blood King. I don't know if I got the team for it. I don't know that my team is gonna be good enough versus this team. War Flag of Fervor. Yeah, this Ishmael probably will just chew through my team. To be honest, I think this Ishmael is just gonna chew through my team. Like he's going for the settlement. If I could stop him in 7 seconds, if I can hit him before he moves. Wait a second. What happened there? I thought that I was right there. Guess we got to wait another minute. All right, we'll come back to it. Look at this. Digital dominance. There's that Daredevil team again. Let's swap out Isaac for Lara. Sure. Okay. Chasing you down, Blood King. I'm coming for you. What about the Snake King? I don't know nothing about no Snake King. Okay. Where are we at? We're like 5K behind. Just day one. Just day one. I guess we can go look at Clash of Worlds. I think I've done all my Clash of Worlds attacks, though. I did do all my Clash of Worlds attacks. Oh, we're coming for you. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. If nothing else, we're going to weaken this guy and make him use up a... How are they missing me? Oh, because of Fenris? Am I blinding them? Spirits are on Ishmael. Their spirits are on my Lara Croft. Big stun. Completely avoided. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, that Ishmael just chews through you. Once the Ishmael gets going, it's just tough. It's just tough. Well, they might want to consider using a health potion there. No big deal, man. No big deal. Let's work our way back down. We'll just set up a path to get there. Grab that one. Yeah, let's just set up a path to get back into the area. And then we'll come back later. Is it deworming? That's funny. That's funny. Okay. All right, guys. Good live stream. Very, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff happening. I'm going to go and deal with some stuff upstairs. Got to work out a little bit. If you like today's live stream, please consider leaving a like. If you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. Turn on notifications to never miss a video. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.